Hi guys, it's another Saturday and we are posting another video from DAX week. So today I'm discussing a TREATAS function with you. I have a use case for the TREATAS function, right? So just let us see what TREATAS is all about. What does the documentation say about TREATAS? So I don't go to the Microsoft page. I just see the text, whatever how they've defined the TREATAS function. So treats the columns of the input table. So whatever values if you pass, treats the column of that from other tables. For each column, filters out any values that are not present in its respective output column. So for example, if I have two rows, right, in my main data set and I have supporting tables, one supporting table. So I can pass that, if my values are present in one column, whatever values are present in one column, just treat those values in the that column from the main table. Otherwise, just filter out everything else. And once you select that, so it'll only give you the results for those columns which are present in my input table, right? So today I'm going to discuss a use case. So the use case is I have two slices here. I have two slices here. These are coming from separate date tables. Can you see? This is coming from date and this is coming from date one, right? And what I'm doing here is I can select periods from two different slices and see the results in single visual. This is was not possible. This was not possible actually, because what happens is these two filters can, if I select this one, right? So can you see it is giving me the result of the quarter 3 2014 quarter 3, and if I select 2015 quarter 2, it'll give me the results only for that. So what I'm doing here is I'm selecting one period from this slicer and one period from this slicer, and I can see the result in a single visual rather than having two different visuals or having a single slicer that filters out these values. So how I am achieving this is not possible in a general normal way, but I've used a treat function. I've used some of my date supporting date tables, and then I can achieve this. So there might be an ask in your organization or in your projects or dashboards that that somebody wants to compare two different periods, and they don't want to see two visuals, so they don't want to actually see one slicer and one visual where they can hover around, or they can select multiple values. No, they want to select multiple periods, and uh, basically they want to select multiple periods from two slices and see the result. That is what you're gonna see here, right? So this is very very interesting, this is very intuitive, and I hope it gives you the right kind of perspective. Once you deselect everything, everything falls. All you will see the values for from coming from both of these slices. You just need to select anything from anyone, right? So what I've done here is I've created a date table. This is a simple date table. I've just used a DAX query to write it, but I'll just show you. So it's a simple, you can just use a simple date table here. So my date table has dates, month, year, sorting, week, and the end of the month as well. So we don't require that. We only need this particular column in my main date, and we have the date one as well. So there are two supporting tables, but if you see in my relationship, there's no active relationship between my this is my sample data set. So there is no relationship. So make sure that you deactivate these relationships between your supporting tables. There should be no relationships, otherwise the filter won't work, because if you create a relationship, it'll not show any value, because it'll come take from one of the dates and then the other date would be ignored, right? So just make sure that you have two supporting tables and you don't have any relationship amongst them, right? And now what I've done here is, so you can see treat as one, this is treat as one, and this is actually from slicer one value, and this is picking from slicer second value. So if I see here treat as one, so what I'm doing is calculate sum of sales, right? I'm not using any relationship now. Treat as helps you achieving a virtual relationship from your date column to the main date. So I'm treating my values of this date in that date. So whatever I select, this is automatically get filtered here. Whatever I select here, these are my values, and whatever I select here, it will only filter those rows. So that is the reason if you select this one, you'll have, and obviously this year month is coming from my main master database, master data. So this is coming from year month. One second. You can obviously create an additional column in your main data set that format your date by month and year, and you just drag it into x-axis. So you calculate sum of sales and treat as values of this as this, right? So what it does is it filters out only the values what you select here, and similarly I've created a treat as 2 which picks up the values from here, and you have the main table it's there without the main table. You have the year month column from the main table without relationship from any of these supporting tables, because we are using a treat function which is allowing you a virtual relationship and only giving you the values which you select. This is very interesting and very intuitive, guys. What else you can do, what major also you can do here, you can also compare the results of these two uh, periods. This is like dynamic results comparison, right? This is great. So we use last year, previous year dates, I mean last previous quarter, previous year data ad, but here you don't have to use it. You can select anything from the slicer and it'll give you the variance between those two values, right? So you just need to, so you can possibly select the future dates from this slicer. And one second. So possibly you can select the future dates from this slicer and the past dates from this slicer, so that'll give you the right kind of perspective, right? So what we can do is treat as wait a second, we can create a variable, treat as wait a second, treat as 2 minus treat as 1, right? Return divide by treat as 1. And here you can also spot the difference between these two periods. So if we see the difference would be 66.15%. The sales rose. If you compare 2014 quarter with 2016 quarter 3, the difference 66%, and you can select any values from these two slices. Isn't it interesting, guys? Without using any previous date, last quarter, just use TREATAS function and you get this, right? If I hover around this as well, if I do this, it'll also give me a difference, but instead, we can also use this chart maybe, and we can just drag it here. It'll show you the difference. Yes, it shows you the difference actually. Wait a second, it'll not show here, but we can cover another video for that. But yes, you can definitely show it on a card, right? Or you can also pass this value in the tooltips area, the difference, and it'll come. So guys, isn't it interesting? Please like, comment on my video how you like this function, and what other functions I can cover in my videos. I'll be really happy to do that. So once again, good day, and keep liking, keep subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.